Good morning, Western Washington, and happy Sunday. I'm Matthew Fab with Western Washington Weather, and today we're going to take a look at the lowland snow forecast for the next 2 days, in addition to looking at the forecast for the cold temperatures coming up. You can see all the showers moving in, moving in onto the coast here and moving through the lowlands. We got snow across the region right now. You can see on the radar here, a lot of this is falling as snow. I've got some steady snow falling at my house in Federal Way, and I'm hearing that a lot of folks have that up and down the I-5 corridor there and on the coast and out toward Olympia and then up in Bellingham. And then also, you can't see it on this radar, but there is some very heavy snow going on right now across parts of Vancouver, BC, due to some of this convergence around the Olympic Mountains. So that is pretty interesting to watch as well. I just wanted to share this video. This was early this morning, about 1:15 a.m., some heavy snow at my house in Federal Way, and that actually caused the snow to stick to some of the freeways around here, and that can happen especially overnight, so that is something to keep in mind over the next couple days as we have lots of snow showers moving through, that we could have some of these road impacts, especially as low temperatures get colder over each of the next few days. So looking here at the European model, you can see our overall setup with this Arctic air. You can see the polar lobe just kind of hangs out before pushing southward there offshore. That'll allow some areas of showers just to spin back around and move in, and you can see that just kind of hangs out all the way through Thursday there before kind of diminishing, and that will keep us on the chilly side over the next few days. Taking a look at the potential radar here, this is starting here at 10 a.m. Sunday, so you can see it's picking up on the snow pretty good here on the European model, especially up there around Vancouver, and you can see that it has it continuing, maybe briefly being some rain-snow mix around 4 p.m. or so across the area. Then you see how it just stays pretty heavy across parts of Bellingham and Whatcom County there into the morning along the coast as well. Then you get some more snow showers into Tuesday morning, and then that continues on the coast through Tuesday. All the way into Wednesday morning, we could have some more snow showers across parts of Western Washington. So this is just going to be an interesting few days with lots of snow accumulations possible across the region, and it's also going to be very hit or miss. It looks like the snow is still steady here at my house, so this is what you kind of get. You get this like an hour, 2 hours of steady snow, then it'll stop. Maybe some of it will melt away. Maybe it'll freeze and get dicey on the roads. And then that same thing kind of happens a few hours later as the showers just keep moving through. So here, looking at the European model, looking at total snow through Tuesday night, you can see, sorry about that there, you can see that it shows 2 to 3 inches across parts of the I-5 corridor, Olympia, Seattle metro area. Up toward Bellingham, you can see it's showing up toward 10 inches or so up New Bellingham, and then along parts of the northern Washington coast near Hoquiam as well. And then 3 to 5 inches around parts of the southwest interior, near 5 inches toward Kelso and Longview there. You can see the mountains getting up to a foot as well. Let's also just mention here, San Juan Islands could get some decent snow, up to 8 inches possibly. And you have this snow shadow here, basically caused by the Olympic Mountains because the flow is moving this way, like this, moving straight off the ocean there, causes this rain shadow, which in the typical rain shadow area, it will be a snow shadow in this setup. You can see parts of the northern Kitsap Peninsula, southern Whidbey Island, Port Townsend areas getting almost nothing. So that's pretty interesting to see as well, how this kind of different dynamic works. So taking a look here at the simulated radar, we have the NAM model on the left and the high-resolution rapid refresh model on the right. You can see as we go through this morning, they both show this snow across the I-5 corridor. The high-resolution rapid refresh has it hang on for a little bit longer. Then you can see more showers move throughout the day. Looking here at about, that would be 4 p.m., you can see they both show some showers across the Seattle metro there, especially around Tacoma. You can see more showers moving in from the coast as we go through the overnight hours tonight. And then as we get to early in the morning, it's about 8 a.m., you could see potential convergence zone up north. Then we start to switch the flow a little bit. Things will be coming out of the south a little bit more. You can see some of these bands along the coast, maybe some bands across parts of the Puget Sound area around Monday night there. And then as we go into Tuesday, you can see potentially swinging some more showers up here, taking a look only at the NAM model here on the left now, potentially swinging up some more showers over the next couple days. So it is still kind of an uncertain forecast because it's like forecasting where rain showers are going to be. That's not easy to do because these models don't get that exactly right. But taking a look at what these both are showing in terms of trends, and you can see Basically, areas from Skagit County northward there get some decent amounts of snow on the NAM model, and then you can see from Seattle southward, you're getting some accumulating snow here on the NAM and on the coast as well. But this forecast does tend to underdo the amount of precipitation overall. Taking a look at the high-resolution rapid refresh here on the right, you can see it showing this area of enhanced snow along the coast there, the northern coast especially, showing up toward like 9 inches for Hoquiam. That would be pretty significant. And then you can see Shelton and Olympia areas getting 3 to 6 inches, 2 to 4 inches for areas from Seattle southward through Tacoma. Big snow shadow there across Whidbey Island, parts of the San Juans, even including Bellingham and that, which may not happen. I think it may be starting to snow in that area as well. And then you can see it does pick up this big snow across the Vancouver, BC area. And then from Olympia southward down toward Portland, you can see 1 to 3 inches on the high-resolution rapid refresh forecast there. Now, another thing we're going to be watching is temperatures getting colder, and this is going to be playing an impact on, this is going to have an impact on our road conditions. Road conditions have already been a little bit icy on some side streets today, and you can see Monday morning temperatures from Everett northward there in the low to mid-20s with that Fraser River outflow there. And you can see on the coast in the I guess that would be the upper 20s for some of the areas to the low 30s. And you can see then across parts of the Seattle Metro down toward Olympia, lows there in the mid-20s to low 30s. As we go into Tuesday morning, it gets colder. You can see lows around Everett there a little bit are the warmest in the upper 20s there, mid-20s around Seattle, and areas north of Seattle and south of Seattle will likely be in the upper teens to low 20s. You can see even around Tacoma some lows in the low 20s, and then on the coast even mid to upper 20s. As we go into Wednesday morning, you can see we cool down even more. Everett northward in the upper teens, most likely, maybe some mid-teens as well, especially near the Canadian border and near the foothills. And then you can see Seattle in the mid-20s, and then areas from Seattle southward like Tacoma in the low 20s, maybe some upper teens there for some suburban and outlying areas in the foothills of King and Pierce counties, and then Olympia southward toward Kelso and Longview in the low 20s as well. And then as we go into Thursday morning, you can see we start to warm up just a tad there, with areas from Everett southward having lows in the low 20s to right around the low 30s there. And then you can see Everett northward again still in the upper teens to low 20s. So it's going to be a cold few days across the region, and areas like mountain towns as well in here are going to probably be having lows in the mid-single digits to the mid-teens for the next few days. So taking a look here at the European model, we're looking at 24-hour snow at SeaTac Airport on the Ensemble. You can see that general consensus is that basically between now and midday Wednesday there's decent chance for accumulating snow in the ensembles, but you can see it's uncertain as to some of the exact timing of that because of it all being based on showers. You can see here Bellingham, it's a little bit more certain with that snow Monday, starting really late Sunday night, going through Monday, potentially some very heavy amounts for parts of Bellingham, and there's pretty good agreement with that in the European model there. And you can see then Quileute on the North Washington coast, with the upper level low just spinning offshore, it's just going to be pouring these showers into Quileute, and you can see from really today all the way through Wednesday, there's decent potential for accumulating snow heavy at times out on the North Washington coast, which could lead to some pretty big totals. Taking a look at temperatures here on the European model ensemble. In Bellingham, you can see those highs are going to be getting down into the 20s for a few days, with lows in the teens to low 20s. Taking a look at SeaTac Airport there, you can see highs are likely going to be in the 30s, lows in the mid-20s. It could very well be colder than this over the next few days as well. And then out even on the coast in Hoquiam there, you can see highs in the upper 30s with lows in the upper 20s, which is pretty chilly for the coast. So, just wanted to say I reached 1,000 subscribers last night here on the Western Washington Weather YouTube channel, so thank you all so much for subscribing and following along over the last few months here. This is going to be a great year for Western Washington Weather, and I really hope to continue to see that subscriber count grow, so be sure that you click subscribe, ring that notification bell, and like and share these videos, and also follow me on Blue Sky, on Twitter, and on the Western Washington Weather Facebook group. Links to all of these are in the description. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned to my social media for lots of updates on the snow pattern here and what's going on across the region, and I will talk to you all later.